Now, this week's Hometown Hero of the Week is from Hoboken, New Jersey, by way of Schaumburg, Illinois. And she's a prime example of a devoted, very devoted friend. Now, Cindy and Bob McNamara are here to honor our hero, Erin Weed, who's done something extraordinary in memory of their daughter, Shannon. Their beautiful daughter was killed during a random home invasion. And I'm so sorry for your loss. We were talking about how it's just something that you can't explain to anyone unless you've lost a child. It's unbearable. We don't bury our children. I was going to ask you first, how did you find out about Shannon? Because I know she had graduated from college. She was going to be a teacher and was living by herself, right?
Right. She was actually still down at school at Eastern Illinois. She was finishing up her education in her minor, which is health. So she was taking her summer course down there. And it was June 12th, and I was at home with our son, Bobby. He just graduated from high school. And it was about 10:30, 10:45 in the morning. My husband, Bob, walked in the back door with one of our friends who was a police sergeant from the Rolling Meadows Police Department with a detective. And I turned around, and Bob was crying. And actually, I thought it was something went wrong with him. He had a heart attack or whatever. Right. And I turned to him and I said, Bob, what's wrong? And he said, it's Shannon. And he said, there was a break-in in Shannon's apartment. And I just fell back and I just said, not my Shannon. Couldn't have happened to my Shannon. And I guess I just was numb from then on.
Mm-hmm. That's the reaction. Did they catch the guy that broke in and murdered your daughter?
They caught him. What happened is they got in a scuffle. He's been involved with other break-ins using a credit card. He thought it was, a big guy using credit cards. Well, he broke in
to get through the lock. You're talking about,
right? He couldn't get to the front door with the credit card because it was double bolted.
Right.
So he went back and got a utility knife and cut through the screen in the window. Put rubber gloves on. All premeditated. Went through there. Shannon was sleeping in her room, and a fight started. And during the struggle, she got his credit card to fall out. And she's a tough, strong athlete. He got in a fight, and she scratched him up pretty good and bruised him up. And the next morning, her roommate came home, and she was laying in the front room.
So one of the ways they caught this guy was from the credit card that he left at the scene,
right?
And of course he had the scratches on him. Right. What was his sentence?
He got the death penalty plus 60 years for home invasion.
Good. You will get justice, whether it's in this life or the next life.
Yes, we will.
Erin, I already mentioned her name. She was a friend of your daughter, a good friend, yes. And she decided to do something in memory of your daughter, which is why you contacted us. Tell me a little bit about what Erin did, would you?
Well, to me, it was an answer to prayer. I prayed to God that she would always be remembered.
Right.
That's what I really wanted for Shannon.
In vain. We always believe that.
And Erin took it one step further. Shannon inspired Erin so much because of how Shannon fought that night.
Fought back.
That she founded Girls Fight Back, and in turn, Erin has inspired thousands of women over the United States to give back their confidence and just to tell the women out there that they're good enough to be fought for. They can fight back.
And she started, yeah, absolutely.
They can fight back.
And she started this program. She started a program. She learned everything she could about martial arts and all different techniques, many techniques. And she started this program in memory of your daughter. Well, what a wonderful tribute. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring our Hometown Hero of the Week out here right now, a very, very special woman, Erin Weed. Please welcome her. So nice to meet you. So nice to meet you. Well, nice welcome here from our wonderful audience, and boy, these people love you, and I know you were a great friend of their daughter, Shannon, right?
Yeah.
So you go out and you learn everything you can. Shannon inspires you.
Yeah, she
So what
inspires
makes
me.
you think you can kick a 220-pound guy's butt?
Well, it actually turned out to be quite the opposite. I realized that I couldn't kick someone's butt if they came after me. And so that's what made me realize that I needed some training. And the more training that I received, the more I wanted to teach it in a way that was not fear-based, because I think a lot of self-defense out there is, you should do this so you don't get raped. But I just say, you know, you should do it just in case you need it, just in case something ever comes up. And so eventually I just realized I needed to share this message. And I actually wanted to say thank you to you, because this is a Girls Fight Back t-shirt.
All right.
And people like you inspired me. So.
Fantastic. I really do, you know, really believe that people can fight back in very, very different ways, and you don't have to be a vigilante. And certainly you have honored your friend by, you know, starting this program and empowering women. I really think women need to know that they can fight back. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, a lot of people said to me, too, when I first started Girls Fight Back, they were like, you know, that's so great you could find something good in all this. And it was actually quite the contrary. It was, I searched and searched and searched, and I couldn't find anything good. And that brought me to the conclusion that when there is no silver lining, you have to create your own. And that's exactly what Girls Fight Back has been.
Boy, have you ever. Now, Cosmo Magazine?
Cosmo Girl.
Cosmo
yeah,
Girl.
It's the teen version of Cosmo.
Oh, the teen version.
Yeah.
They named you Cosmo Girl of the Year.
Yes.
What is that?
It's just a great honor, first of all, but it's basically a person who inspires younger girls to see that they're worth fighting for, and then to show them how. And that's really all I do.
Well, I think it's wonderful. My wife has always talked about, I always go around and have such a tough time changing laws relating to women and children. And she said, if you men understood how afraid we are of you, and if you were hunted like we're hunted, the laws would have changed years ago. So it takes people like you to fight back. So that's why we've named you our Hometown Hero of the Week. It's wonderful what you did in the memory of their beautiful daughter, but it's wonderful how you've empowered women all over the United States, especially young women. So here it is, Erin Weed, Hometown Hero of the Week. Thank you. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.